もう伸びているのか。
Disciplined would be an understatement when describing what Akatsuki Blitzcamp's Akatsuki is really all about. He is a mysterious yet methodical figure who exudes the aura that only a few in the world of fighting games possess, and that is of a leader's. Exemplified both in his fighting nature as well as in his overall demeanor, Akatsuki is the true definition of a martial arts trained soldier. He is diligent and practical with his fighting style, and pragmatic with the handling of his opponents. Although his characteristic traits have been well documented during his time clashing with various opponents, Akatsuki's past is still somewhat blurry, considering the only critical points of detail known have to do with his sudden awakening after a 50-year hibernation occurring while encased in ice. Outside of his seldom mentioned original goal, destroying the remaining Blitz motors, and his identity of an Imperial Army super soldier, Akatsuki's motives and actions are difficult to discern. However, despite his fragmented past and unassuming, deliberate personality, Akatsuki simply holds the trait that all main fighting game characters share, and that is the it factor. The way he carries himself, be it the way he talks, the way he fights, and even his imposing yet grounded appearance, Akatsuki gives off the unmistakable feeling of being the man. As a specialized trained soldier, Akatsuki's fighting style is predominantly hand-to-hand combat with infused martial art techniques such as Muay Thai, Taekwondo, and kickboxing, along with his powerful blitz motor, Thunderclap. Although his control of lightning, thanks to his Thunderclap, aids Akatsuki in throwing projectiles for zoning purposes, his strengths truly lie in close quarters. His ability to pitch a pace and pressure his opponents is invaluable in his strategy towards winning. However, while his game plan for unrelenting pressure and eventual breaking is perhaps his best one, similar to his overall nature, Akatsuki also has the ability to exercise his pressure in more contained fashion, lending to a methodical yet safe way of applying offense while remaining mindful of his defense. While there aren't many to point out, Akatsuki's one weakness could be his mobility, as he lacks both the explosive vertical and horizontal mobility compared to many of his adversaries, making him vulnerable to chasing his opponents, risking getting caught in the process. He is by no stretch of the imagination the most recognizable figure in fighting games, and his origin is even less widely known. However, as one of the few characters to demonstrate the ability to steal the spotlight, be it intentionally or otherwise while serving as a guest character, Akatsuki certainly is unique. He's not much of a talker, nor does he dress in a flashy wardrobe, and his backstory is practically unknown. However, when it's time to fight, Akatsuki shines as bright as anyone, which if nothing else makes him a show that you don't want to miss.